Hello, beautiful people, and welcome. In this video, we are doing more examples of the difference of two squares factoring. Now, the objective of this video is for us to take a polynomial, a binomial in this case, take a binomial, rewrite it as a perfect square minus a perfect square, and if we can get it in that format, then our factors will be a plus b and a minus b. Now we only take the inside of the parentheses for our a and b values when we write out the factors. So let's go ahead and get started. For example number 1, can we rewrite this as something squared minus something squared? If we can, therefore we can have a perfect factoring of the difference of two squares. So in this case, I can have m in here because m squared is m squared. And then here I can have 4 because 4 squared is 16. Because I have it in this format, I can continue factoring as saying m plus 4, again, this is my a, this is my b, and m minus 4. And then these right here are my factors of the given binomial. Let's go ahead and try this again. Can I rewrite this as a perfect square? Oh, do you notice this? There's a 4 and an r, so that means both of these have to be rewritten as a perfect square. And can I rewrite that as a perfect square? So let's see here. Can I rewrite 4 as a perfect square? Well, 2 squared is 4. Can I rewrite r as a perfect square? Well, yes, r squared is r squared. Can I rewrite 1 as a perfect square? Well, 1 squared is 1, so here you go. Notice that I have 2 bubbles, so that is not in the format we need. We need 1 bubble, so let's just combine that. So I'm going to have 2r squared minus 1 squared. And yes, because we are able to rewrite this as a squared minus b squared, we can then factor. This is now our a, this is now our b. So we have 2r minus 1 and 2r plus 1. Now the order of your plus and minus do not matter as long as one of the bubbles is a plus and the other one is a minus. Moving on to example number 3. 25x squared minus 16y squared. So again, rewrite this as a bubble squared. This one as a bubble squared minus 16 as a bubble squared and y as a bubble squared. Inside the bubble, 5 times 5 is 25, so 5 goes in here. X times x is x squared, so x goes in here. 4 times 4 is 16, so 4 goes in here. And y times y is y squared, so y goes in here. Again, 2 bubbles, you have to put them into 1. So I have 5x squared minus 4y squared. That means 5x, this one here, is your a, and 4x is your b. So then we have 5x minus 4y, or plus, and 5x plus 4y. Again, we only take the things inside of the parentheses. Do not worry about the squared or the minus. And here's our answer. Let's do that one more time. Again, 9 is a perfect square of 3 squared. X is a perfect square of x squared. Minus 4 is a perfect square of 2 squared, and y is y squared. 2 bubbles, make them into 1, so 3x squared minus 2y squared. That means this is our a, this is our b. 3x plus 2y times 3x minus 2y are our factors. Let's go ahead and move on. Question number 5. Question number 5, once again, perfect square. 8 times 8 is 64, so we have 8 squared. Ooh, u to the 4th power. So I'm going to leave that for right now. Oh, there's z to the 6th power. We're really going to have to think on this one. Okay, when you're dealing with the difference of two squares, you have to have an exponent of 2. Now, the inside of the bubble, the inside of the parentheses, that is the value being squared. For example, 8 times 8 is 64. 9 times 9 is 81. So what in here, we know it's going to be a u, but what in here, u to what power squared gives you u to the fourth. Well, u squared times u squared gives you u to the fourth power. What about this one with the z? Z to what power squared gives you 6? Well, z times z, that is z squared. So that means z to the third power times z to the third power gives you z to the sixth power. So then inside our bubbles here we have 8u squared minus 9z cubed squared. Now notice on this example, you do have exponents inside of your bubble, inside of the parentheses. So here's your A, here's your B, and that's okay. The parenthesis we do not care about is the one, the exponent you don't care about is this one here. We don't care about these twos. Once we have rewritten it into our pattern, we only want the A and we only want the B. So therefore, our answer is 8u squared plus 9z cubed times 8u squared minus 9z cubed. There you go. And let's do this one more time. 100a squared minus 16b squared. I am hesitating on this one. Is 100 a perfect square? Yes, it is. I giggle. I was thinking we had to do a GCF, so these ones did not include a GCF. Sometimes you will have to pull out a GCF before starting. But yes, 10 squared is 100. We have a here, so a squared minus 16 is 4 squared, and b is b squared. So that means my a value is 10a squared, and my b value is 4b. And then we have our squared. So that means our answer bubble is 10a minus 4b and 10a plus 4b. All right, beautiful people, that is it for the difference of two squares. I will see you in the next video. Bye!